29 Palms houses an M1A1 simulator. Every component of an Abrams tank commander and gunner's controls are replicated to the last detail, while computerized graphics provide a realistic combat experience. It's one more step in the process of raising the crew's coordination level to combat readiness.
Target, C-Spire, run back up.
The advanced gunnery training system allows us to train new crews and keep a proficiency up with the crews we already have. In the basic matrix, we have 2,135 exercises we can run, and in the advanced CTP, crew training program, 161 exercises.
More than 2,000 training scenarios allow the gunner and commander to practice in every type of situation. They work together to efficiently spot and hit simulated targets, while their performance is closely scrutinized and graded.
This doesn't take the place of combat or going to the field. It's just a gunnery simulator. It basically gets the tank crew together, working out the bugs before they go to the field.
T-64, range 1429.
This makes better TC gunner combinations, higher scores at the gun range, and we also save main gun ammunition in training. For the new Marines with good hand-eye coordination, it's very similar to playing a Nintendo game for them.
For tankers, it may seem like a game, but they can't relax during training. They learn to make the best use of their Abrams in any combat situation, no matter how unexpected. In a city or desert, the Abrams' #1 priority is supporting the ground troops. And the full power of the Abrams comes into play on a battlefield where all the forces are integrated. Abrams tank commanders communicate with air and ground forces and coordinate the tactics and strategy with their own platoons. Together, they deliver a deadly blow to even the most hardened targets. It's the Abrams' role to draw the enemy's fire and bear the brunt of heavy combat.
As tanks, we always like to lead from the front. We have the armament and the weaponry to do that. So hopefully we're leading from the front, infantry's watching our rear, helping us identify targets either via the radio, or we actually have a phone on the back of the tank that can run right up and talk into our internal intercom and let us know where those targets opportunity are and let us engage them.
Gunner, collapse troops.
The crew fine-tunes its teamwork and communication by spending hundreds of hours together in the tank.
Within my tank crew, as me being the TC, we all have our comm helmets and we're interconnected through an intercom system. So it's basically a free-flowing conversation.
We want to engage and destroy 2 enemy tanks, 1 set of enemy dismount, vicinity our defense. Plan 1, continue defending over.
The gunner, through commands and just a lot of training together, you learn to interact with your gunner pretty well, almost like you can complete each other's sentences. You're really tight in there inside the tank, and if for some reason he's not just picking up on my verbal cues, gun right, gun left, I have an override. I can put him on that target, and then we're good to fire.
Every member of the crew has his own view of the battle and calls out targets or dangers.
Everybody acknowledge potential artillery threat.
Since you get used to hearing everybody else's voice, like if the loader says, I see something, I know I got to go to the left side, because I know where he's looking, I know that's his designated area to look at. I'll swing the tank over to the left side. Same thing if the TC, I'll swing over to the right. If the driver sees something, I'll swing over to the front. And then same thing goes with certain formations. I'll know just naturally where to go.
Turning training into instinct is exactly why tankers come to 29 Palms. After months of sharpening and resharpening their skills, they're ready to ship out. And they understand what's at stake.
You got to take it seriously, because you have lives at stake is pretty much what's going on. Because not only is it losing a tank crew, I'm losing part of my family. because this tank community, we're so small, we're so close together. It's part of me that's dying, having somebody else die in combat.
The most recent trainees are now ready to join the elite of the tank crews. Able to hit targets from 2 miles away. Speed at over 40 miles per hour. And survive almost anything another tank can dish out. The Abrams is a marvel of military design. Like a high-speed citadel on tracks, it shields its crew and supports the ground troops. And with a single blow, it can change the course of battle. Today, it has few rivals, and as one of the most successful weapons in the American arsenal, it will remain the core of the nation's defenses for decades to come.